Good morning, all. Welcome to Azure Talks. So today I'm taking an topic which is actually most of the people are asking now with me. The primary question comes is like how they can enter cloud. Cloud and then means that how they can start their career in cloud technologies. So I would like to give them a message that Azure going to public cloud like Azure, AWS, or GCP is very easy, and the learning platforms nowadays are very good. So I know I'm more Microsoft focused, so I will tend to Azure, but definitely you can study AWS from Amazon and similarly GCP from Google. So let's get started. So public cloud are the clouds in which you can actually host your infrastructure without waiting for a minute. So that means uh, most of the applications which are now developed are actually hosted on somewhere on cloud. It can be Azure, it can be AWS, or it can be GCP. Azure is from Microsoft Azure. Microsoft basically, that's the reason it is called Microsoft Azure or simply Azure. Similarly, when we talk about AWS, AWS is actually from Amazon and it is the full form is Amazon Web Services. Similarly, if we see the GCP, GCP is nothing but the Google Cloud and it is actually from Google. That's the reason it is called as GCP. Okay, so GCP full form could be cloud. It's Google Cloud Professional. So amongst this, people are asking which one is best. So depending upon your knowledge, depending upon your background, it can be any of these. You can choose, we can choose from any of them. You can, if in fact, learn all these three, but you can get started with fundamental courses. I will give you links and tell you that how you can actually read and clear fundamental from Azure for free. Okay, so if you talk about AZ900, AZ900 is the basic exam from Microsoft to clear an entry in Azure with the Azure fundamental. This fundamental exam is focused on the students as well as the corporate who are already in any of the cloud as well as they are already working somewhere but they don't know they work in on-premises or different type of softwares but still they want to migrate their on-premises infrastructure to Azure. So AZ900 is the basic one which you can study. So let's get started with Azure and I will gradually update you on AWS as well as GCP. Not much because I'm not more into them, but I can definitely give you more on Azure AZ900, which is Azure. So first of all, you have to go to this link. If you are not having link, don't worry. First, go and type AZ900 to Google or Microsoft Edge. First, will give you the link of the Microsoft Docs that docs.microsoft.com and AZ900. This will give you this page. I will make sure that I'm sharing these links in the description and then go all together down to the skill measured. Skill measured would be around typically about the describing the Azure concepts, the cloud concepts. Then second would be about the cloud Azure architects and services. Cloud concepts is actually very common for AWS as well as for the GCP. Similarly, we will also understand about the describing Azure management and governance. Now, to prepare for this particular examination, you have to follow the learning path, which is having around 8 and 3. This 4 and 4 and 4, 8, 8 plus 3, around 11 modules to cover. Once you are done with this 11 modules, go ahead and schedule the exam by creating an Outlook account with the help of the free Outlook account. And then by paying this, you can actually get the certification from the Pearson. The other way is if you are a student and if you wish to do it for free, that is also available. Similarly, it's you are impacted by the COVID-19, that is also there. There are uh, couple of free coupons which is being given by Microsoft. Also, there are certain cloud challenges which is going on from Microsoft. So once you do the cloud challenge, read the material within time, you can get a free coupon to your email address. Okay, so that's the whole about AZ900. The preparation guide can be downloaded from here. Okay, just click on it and you will get the preparation guide out of it. Okay, so that's the complete guide, which can be very helpful. This gives you details like how what our topics is to be covered in 25 to 30%. Similarly, it will tell you on the Azure architecting and architecture and services 30 to 40%. And similarly, if you see go down, you will see Azure management and governance for 30 to 35%. Similarly, when we talk about give me a minute. Similarly, when we talk about the preparation guide or what type of questions it will be asking, so click on the free sample questions and you will get a free sample questions which can be asked in your examination. Okay, so examination is closed book. You cannot open a book or any notes. Okay, you have to close the doors. You have to lock yourself and then do the examination. Okay, and it can be done in like 45 to 50 minutes or lesser time. I did it in very less time, but definitely for those who are not experienced, that may take time. Similarly, in case you want to experience that what could be the exam experience, you can click on this exam sandbox, and this will open and it will give you the little bit of uh, gist that how an exam would be there. Okay, so similar it will be similar kind of the examination. Same thing will be almost similar pages you will see. You just need to click yes and then move forward next, and then it will be welcome sandbox and say next. Yes, to remember 700 is the passing score. It does not mean that it is 70, but yes, it is 7 70 per 700 marks, but does not mean that 70% questions should be uh, correct to okay to pass yourself. Okay, so this is how you do it. Let's suppose this, and then in case you want to review it later or leave some feedback, you can do like this, make next. Similarly, on the next question. Okay, so next question was more towards 2 marks. So always pay attention that which how much options they are asking. So if it is two, make sure that you are taking two question answers, right? Similarly, it will be this is something is called drag and drop. So you need to drop it like this, drag it. Similarly, in case table can be at home and the office. Okay, I'm just randomly dropping and doing it. Okay, so like this you have to do it in the real exam. Okay. Now, similarly, uh, go next. Then there will be questions related to this is build list. Build list means you need to properly add, make a build like you have to actually add the proper. Okay, so it is showing that too many objects. So basically, 5 tasks you need to list down. So add mayo, pickles, ketchup, place a slice of the bread, and then place them on this. So this is the typical method to create a maybe it is something creating a hamburger sandwich. Okay, so this could be a typical steps. Similarly, in case you want to move something upper, you can say you can select and move it to upper or more upper. Similarly, you can bring down to lower one. So make sure that this options are correct. Like you have selected the correct option and the sequence. Okay. Similarly, you can have the other question like this, like Windows 7 basic. Okay, so it will tell you that which one. So now this question is typical, something technical. So you want to upgrade the computer displaying not properly. So you can say uh, You can say run the program in the compatibility mode, make it Windows 7. Windows 7. I think what the last option I said is to be okay, and then say next. Similarly, on the next, this is drop down, which is server 1, server 2, and say next. Similarly, you will see this kind of services which has to be there. Run as administrator, you need to tick it and then say 1, 2, only one answer is to be ticked and say next. And then similarly, which should component, so it is just one, so make it one. Okay, and then exhibit about same, you can check the exhibit, which exhibit it is telling you, and then click on the correct option, say next. Okay, so this type of questions will be asked. Okay, and in case you have put in for review, just go ahead and click the question, take the review out, and if you want to leave the feedback, leave the feedback. If not, then select and say next. Once you are done, it will ask you to that it will show you a summary that it has been answered, unanswered, or for review, and then say finished. Once you finish, you will see the result as passed. Okay, so this is the sandbox. This so it is just giving you a thank you note. And then it is the exam feedback, that is up to you whether you want to end it or you want to give the feedback. If not, just say yes. Generally, once the backend questions are true, then it will show you that you have passed it. But my score is 300, so I have failed this examination. This is a sandbox, this just for recording purpose. I'm just giving you that how the questions will be asked. Okay, so similarly, I will tell you about a little bit about AWS. Go for AWS fundamental certification, and from the learning you will get started. Okay, so similarly you need to create your account and get started. Same way on the GCP uh, fundamental certification, start with this. Okay, so hope you like the video, and please like, comment, and share amongst your peers. In case you require more help, I'm there online or offline. You can touch base with me. I'm available on LinkedIn as well. You can search my name and get connected. Thank you very much for listening to me.